everybody, welcome to another episode of the legendary YouTube channel Pluto Motors. Easily the best sort of car content channel on YouTube. It's only got 367 subscribers. Right, anyway, in today's video I'm driving to the car show in Lytham. I know there were already one on earlier on this year, but there's two. They have one in June and one in September. In the E46, as you can see. I've taken the Cortina to two shows at Lytham, so I thought I'd take something different this time. Andy Livesey was supposed to be meeting us there. I can't get hold of him, so yeah, I don't know where he is. He might be like on a secret mission somewhere. He's not been answering the phone anywhere, so yeah, be out on a secret mission, hunting somebody down. Either that, or he thinks I'm a complete bellend and don't want to, you know, don't fancy the idea of spending a day at a car show with me. I'll leave that up to you what to decide which one it is. Anyway, quite a bit's happened since the last put a video out. Got a new Prime Minister, thrilling. I've also got a king now instead of the Queen. Yeah, the Queen passed away. I was convinced that she was going to live to over 100, but she hadn't. So now we've got King Charles III on the throne. By that I mean on the actual throne, not on the toilet. Yeah, so it's a bit strange because it's like I said, she'd been on 70 years. I'd never, you know, it's my whole lifetime she'd been the one who's been Queen. So yeah, it'd be strange having a king instead. I'm assuming now the national anthem will change to God Save the King. Obviously the king, you know, as in the king who's ruling the country, not the bloke who did Love and Pride. But yeah, there's another thing as well that we won't have done for, or people that are old enough won't have done for like around 30 years. Because I realised when I was paying for something the other day, we're actually handing over money that's got a deceased person on it now. And last time anybody did that was just before they brought out the new 5 and 10p coins in the early 90s. Because with the old 5 and 10p coins were the same size and shape as the 1 shilling and 2 shilling pieces that you could still use as 5 and 10 pence, and they had King George VI on, or Edward VII. So that was the last time I handled money with a deceased person on it. You know, full of interesting facts on this channel. You know, it's you know, the things I do for like interesting content, you know. Anyway, been a bit of a ramble for the intro to the video, which is basically me going to a car show and filming cars. I think this time though I'm not going to film the entire show because I've got a feeling there'll be quite a few cars that were at Stanley Park show. There's probably going to be some that were at the Ray Green show and the last Lytham show. So what I'll do is I'll just walk around and film anything that's, you know, that I haven't filmed before that's interesting. You know, maybe try and get some talk to some owners about, you know, see if I can get them to talk about the cars and film that might be good. Did I remember me pass? Oh, I did, yeah. Number 299. Right, so we're just approaching the show now. Yeah, got to be on by 10 o'clock. It's 25 past 9 now, so plenty of time. Well, can anybody tell me what's wrong with this picture? Anybody get the film quote? Yeah. This is supposed to be like full of cars. Obviously the show's been called off. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing it's because the Queen's passed away. Seems a bit of a strange reason to cancel a car show, but I would guess that's what's happened, because like I said, the weather's great. It's a bit breezy, but you know, other than that. So this is, yeah, you've got all that space to park up, and you parked up next to my car. Why? Well, welcome back. Right, so Living Car Show ain't on. We've been to McDonald's to get some breakfast because I'm hungry. But while I'm eating that, I'll tell you about what video I'm going to make instead today. Because, you know, it's a nice day and we can do another video. Nice hash brown. Yeah, I thought I'd do like a car show with a difference. Basically, what I'll do is I'll drive around all day and see if I can. Well, I have noticed when I've been driving about in my van at work and stuff, there are quite a lot around the Blackpool area. There's quite a lot of, well, quite a few cars that are like over 20 years old that are still being used as daily drivers. So I thought today maybe have a drive around, film some of them, you know, see what 20-year-old cars are still on the road. I mean, because it's a good time to do it, because, you know, obviously in a year's time it could have all changed. Might not be as many, so it's like a sort of historical document, if you will, of what's still on the road currently. So obviously anything like, well, what's 20 years old now? Well, 20 years old now is actually 52 plate, because we're in September, but say anything like 02 plate and older that's still knocking about. So that's the plan for today. Remember, what else interesting that I see on my travels. Right, anyway, let's get the main event out of the way, because everybody seems to like me eating burgers and stuff. So today I've got a sausage and bacon muffin. Oh yeah, that's, I didn't put any sauce on it. No sauce anyway. A bit of a bummer. Although look, this can't drip down the can while I'm eating it, so I suppose there's that. Anyway, yeah. As people say, go on my son. Yeah, I always do enjoy Sneaky McMuffin. So anyway, I'll enjoy the rest of this, and yeah, next time you join me, maybe when I spot some interesting cars, we'll stop and film them. You know, what's still on the road that's 20 plus years old. Don't know how good a video it'll make, but you know, just the last minute idea to make some, you know, instead of the Living Car Show video. So we'll see how it goes. Well, the first car we've come across is this Mark 1 Focus. Oh, there's Porsche going past as well. Porsche 911, an 80s one. Yeah, in Ray Green of all places. We don't tend to see older cars on the road, but yeah, this is a 20-year-old Ford Focus. You can tell it's a gear model because it's got the chrome strip along the back of it. You know, above where the number plate lights are, that's chrome rather than black on the other models. Yeah, just get out and have a look at it. Yeah, it looks like it's definitely a daily driver anyway. It's a facelift model as well, so it's got the body coloured strips along the side. Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely still a daily driven car by the looks of things. Yeah, you can see it's had a bit of work on it in the sills at the back, but yeah, that's his first spot. 2002 Ford Focus gear. Well, here's one. I'm driving to B&Q mainly to use the toilet facilities, and look what's here. 51 plate Zafira A. Don't see many of those about anymore. Yeah, that's definitely a daily driver. It's got a few dings and scrapes in it. Yeah. Go for a pass the other way as well. Yeah, there's the front of the car anyway. So yeah, 51 reg, so that's like 21 years old now. Getting quite a rare sight, these early Zafiras. Yeah, what's that? I think it's a Zafira Club. But yeah, definitely uses a daily, got the roof box on it. Yeah. Let's see what else we can spot on his travels. And here's another spot, an L registration Toyota MR2 there. Looks like it still gets used daily to me. Yeah. We're now in deepest South Shore in Blackpool. But yeah, it's in nice condition, that stuff. Yeah, very nice. What's next? Here's another spot. An F registration Volvo 760, so 1988-89. This one looks in good condition as well. Get a closer look. I can't drive up the side of it because it's parked in a dead end. But yeah, that's still in good condition, that, yeah. Like I said, there is quite a few older cars knocking about in the Blackpool area. I'll try and get as many as I can in this video. And we got another spot on the street up from the Volvo. P registration Reliant. Is it a Rialto, that one? I think that might be a Rialto. Three-wheeler anyway. And another spot at the end of the street with the Rialto. 2002 Toyota Celica there. That looks in nice condition. Yeah. And a fair few so far, and we're only in South Shore. Yeah. Oh, and there's another one there as well. Didn't notice that on the way up. W registration Toyota Avensis Saloon. Yeah. I'll try and get a better look at that one. While we're driving past it, there's a front view of the Rialto. Headlights and indicators from a Mark II Fiesta on that model. Spin round and get a shot of the Avensis. Yeah, there's a Toyota Avensis still going strong. And a W plate, so it's a 2000 car. Or 22 years old. Yeah. Still going strong. Been quite a fruitful street to go down as this one. And here's another one that I've driven past. K11 Nissan Micra. It's still going. Looks in reasonable condition. The arches are going on the back a bit, but other than that, yeah, this one's in nice nick. Yeah, quite long lived these cars. You still see quite a few of these on the road, but yeah, our reg, so that's 97, 98, so that's like 24, 25 years old. Still being driven on a regular basis. On somebody's driveway, next registration Citroen Xantia. Get closer to it. Wings are getting in the way, I'm noticing on a lot of these shots. But yeah, X-plate Xantia on the drive there. Can't really go and get out of the car and film it because I'm, you know, we're going on somebody's driveway and filming, which Could be a bit dodgy. Oh, and just up from the Xantia there, there's a Ford Focus estate on a W reg. I don't know how well that's coming across. That's that green car on in the middle of the three there, parked on the drive. That looks like it's still a regular used car. That's a gear model as well because of the chrome strip above the number plate. Yeah, I've seen quite a few already, and this is only like a small area of South Shore we've been round. Still got a lot of streets to drive down yet. Hopefully there's some real gems amongst it. And here's another one, 2002 facelift model K11 Micra. I think it's a K, yeah, I'm sure it's a K11 is that shape Micra. But yeah, if you look, it's got a bit of a crease in the door. It's definitely one that's been used every day with the looks of it. Yeah, another spot. And then, oh look, there's a Beetle under that cover as well. Oh, here's a good one. Reliant Scimitar GTC on an R-Edge, so that's 1976 to 77. That looks like it still gets regularly used, to be honest. Although I've never seen it at any car shows or anything around here, but yeah. Oh, that's still going. Yeah, I didn't see many of the convertible models of this car back in the day, never mind now. Yeah, some quite interesting spots on this trip around Blackpool. Wow, look at what we've got here on the same street as the Scimitar, the Morris Minor 1000. I think with a number plate that it's a pre-1963 one. I think I might have seen that at car shows around here. I've got a feeling I have. Yeah, but it still looks like a daily driver does that one. It's not perfect. Interesting. And we've got another spot in South Shore. This time 1999 T plate. Peugeot 306. Yeah, that looks in very good condition for the age. No rust on the wheel arches or the sills or anything. Yeah, looks in good nick. There's a spot in a car park. 2001 Y registration Renault Clio. So it's got a few dings in it. It looks in reasonable shape considering it's 21 years old. Looks like it's still got the original number plates on it as well. Yeah, really don't see many of these about anymore, especially the pre-facelift versions like this. And there's a 2001 Toyota Yaris. Still see quite a lot of these about, considering the age of the cars. Quite reliable little cars. Not much goes wrong with them. Oh, how about this? We've got 3 20-plus-year-old cars in one place. I think I'll get out and film these. So we've got 3 for the price of 1 here. So we've got this 51 plate Toyota Corolla, which is there, and then there's a 96-97 Subaru Impreza there, and then over the road is a 1999 T plate Corsa B. So that's just in one section, one street. And here's another spot, an X-Plate 2000-2001 BMW E46 Saloon. I think the saloons now are even rarer than the coupes. Here's another one, a very early Corsa C on a Y plate, so 2001 model. Are they a fan of the super furry animals? I wonder. Yeah. Getting a few funny looks while I'm filming these cars. Yeah, don't want to hang around too long. But yeah, early Corsa C JLS model. Oh, look, we've got another Zafira A there. This one on the T plate, it's a very early one. I think T were the first registration that they came out on. If anybody knows any difference, stick in live chat or the comments, but I'm pretty sure they came out in 1999 on the T plate. So here we've got another Mark 1 Focus, this time a 51 plate. This is the Z-Tech model. I think it's the same colour as that one we filmed earlier. Looks like it's had a door from another car at some point, because slightly different shade of green. But yeah, other than that, this one looks in quite good nick. There's no rot on the back of the sills on this one like that other one. And there's a nice one. M registration, so that's 94.95. Subaru Impreza. That looks quite standard as well, which is pretty rare for these. See if I can get a decent shot of it driving past. I might not be able to, but I'll give it a go. Yeah, we're on about doing this video in the Cortina, but it's a lot easier in this because it's an automatic. This I've got one hand free for filming stuff. Yeah, Subaru Impreza WRX. On we go to find more old metal for your enjoyment. Well, here we go, here's another one. An R2 plate, I think it's in a Subaru Trooper. One that looks the same as a Vauxhall Frontera. Anybody knows for sure, put it in the comments. I would say that's what it is. That one's for sale for £2,000. Is that reasonable? I wouldn't know. Yeah, another, see quite a few 20+ cars at the minute, and this is only like a small section of South Shore. Well, I've got a good one here. E36 BMW, the predecessor to this car. That's on a P plate, so it's 96 to 97. It looks like it's been modified a bit. Them wheels don't look standard. Yeah, where's a better look at the E36? Here's an interesting one. N plate Honda. It's 95 to 96. It's a Japanese import. I have absolutely no idea what it is. Does anybody know what this vehicle is? Like I say, it's not one I'm familiar with. It's got the same paint fade issues as the Astra. But yeah. If anybody knows what it is, put it in the live chat box or the comments. Here's another spot. W plate VW Lupo. It's a 2000 car. That looks in pretty good condition for its age. I like the cow seat covers and steering wheel cover. I don't know how well you can see it on here. But yeah, quite a funky little car, the Lupo. I don't mind them. Here we've got another spot. Our registration 1997 to 98 Range Rover. Definitely looks like it's still a daily drive. Well, it's parked in the street, so it must be taxed and MOT'd. But yeah, I don't see a lot of this shape Range Rover about anymore, really. It's weird thinking of them as sort of semi-classic cars, to be honest, because I remember when this were launched back in the 90s. But then again, I'm an old git. And look at that, on the next street from the Range Rover, we've got this Saab 9.3 Cabriolet on the T plate. So that's 1999. Yeah, I don't see many of these about anymore. Don't see many Saabs in general anymore, really. Maybe like spares and stuff's hard to get hold of because they folded completely in, I think it was 2012. Yeah, apparently there were General Motors wanted them to basically make rebodied Vauxhall Cavaliers and Vectras, and Saab didn't want, so it's part of the reason why they ended up folding, unfortunately. Yeah, that one looks in nice condition actually. A lot of them have like rusty back wheel arches, but this actually looks not too bad at all. Now look what we've got on that driveway. BMW E46 Coupe, like this one. That's on an X plate. I'm not sure if that's on the road or not. There's also a newer E46 estate next to it. I'm assuming that estate's like the daily driver, and that's a project car, is it? I don't know. Drive past and see. Yeah, actually, that's got the that's got a really rare body kit on it called the Aero Kit. That Aero Kit on its own is worth quite a few quid now. Yeah, very rare factory option that. So whether that had it option from new, I don't know. Right, and here we've got an early facelift Mark II Renault Clio. I think 51 was it might have been Y plate that brought the facelift out. I'll have to be quick because there's a taxi coming the other way. Bloody taxis. And there's an O2 plate on the Civic, which I'm going to have to be quick with because there's a car coming in the opposite direction. Oh no, it's turning off, we're alright. Yeah, that's still going. Still going strong at 20 years old. Here we've got another interesting one. Mondeo Mark III, which, you know, I think, yeah, that's a modern car, but this is a really early one. It's on an X plate. Oh, an XJS driving past there as well. Yeah, it's on an X plate, so it's a really early model. Be a 2001 car. They were launched in early 2001, I think maybe January 2001. But yeah, so I mean that is 21 years old. Even though it still looks modern, it's still, they do drive like, you know, drive really nice. Very smooth modern car, pretty much like this, what I'm driving now. But yeah, I wouldn't mind picking one up, a really early one like that. Right, I've had to get out of the car to film these because they're on the corner of a busy junction, so I couldn't really film them from within the car. But yeah, there's a 51 plate Rover 25, an X plate Corsa B. Not bad condition for the age. Rover's going a bit on the wheel arches. Corsa looks pretty straight, to be honest. Yeah, I do like the Corsa B. I had one, and I like the one that I had, yeah. Although they do get criticised a lot, but I think a lot of time it's for people who've, like I'd bought a really bad one that's not been looked after, or just never owned one in the first place. Yeah, and I'm walking back from filming that Corsa and that Rover 25, I've spotted this on the driveway. Y registration 2001 Skoda Octavia. That looks in really good nick for its age. Obviously I'm not going to go on the driveway and film it because it's somebody's house. But yeah, been quite a lot of varied models, to be honest. I thought it'd mostly be like Focuses and Corsas, but yeah, I've had quite a few different cars so far. Like I said, this is just the South Shore area, so I've got a bit more of Blackpool to film. But I think what I'll do is I'll go back to the car, I'll swap the battery because it's really low at the minute, and yeah, get back out on the road. So people, we've got a triple whammy here. We've got this Toyota RAV4, which is on P plate. Still going, but then we've got, look at this here, Escort XR3 on an X plate. Now, I'm not sure if this is still driven or not, but if it's just abandoned at the side of the road. I'm assuming it must be taxed because, oh no, it doesn't need taxing, does it? X-Reg 8182, no, it'll be tax exempt now. So yeah, that I don't know if that's like a waiting restoration or what. And then there's also this Escort Mark 5B on an L plate. So what's that? L is 93, 94. It's got 1.6 ILX, that looks like it is driven. I've seen that about Blackpool before as well. Right, here we've got a 51 plate Peugeot 106. If I can get a better shot of it with the window down. Once again, the windows are a bit problematic. But yeah, that's got some serious paint fade on it as that one. Yeah, definitely got some patina. But nice to see these old motors still going. They're still living, despite like the government and car companies' best efforts to get them all off the road. Wow, I think this is the winner for the oldies cars. I think it's a traction event. Oh, the owner's looking at us about get away sharpish. The owner just opened the door then and stared at us. Oops. Well, I thought one of these would turn up at one at some point. They'll go very early. Mark IV Astra, or Astra G as they're also known. Tail like an LS model. I like that shade of green on them. And that looks in pretty good nick still. Yeah, I knew we'd come across. There's another couple of cars. There's a 51 plate Toyota Yaris. Seen a few of these today. That's still going. And then over the road is this, a Peugeot 206 cc. I've driven one of these, are quite fun little cars to drive. And the folding roof's pretty cool as well. But yeah, that's a 20-year-old model now. Got some paint fade, but it doesn't look so bad overall. And we've got a wide plate Peugeot 206 hatchback. That's an interesting one. It's still going there, 2001 model. There's an even better one. Just a bit further up this street that I've spotted, if it's what I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, Jaguar there. It is a, yeah, it's an S plate. Jaguar XJR. It's hard to film it because the street's very narrow, there's nowhere I can really pull up. I'll spin the car around and see if I can get a better look at the front of it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Mark III Astra. Ah, but it's Hungarian. Opel Astra. F. So I'll call the Mark III over here, but we'll call the Astra F. In rest of Europe, and that's a saloon model. Yeah. I'll spin the car around and make another pass for that and the Jaguar. Yeah, there's the Astra from the other end. The saloon model, quite a bit rarer than the hatchback. That's obviously somebody's driven that all the way up from Hungary. Yeah, looks not bad nick either. That's a classic actually, so I think that was a model designation we never got in this country. Then we should get to the end. I'll try and pull up at the side of the road so I can film it a bit better. Yeah, there's a better view of the Jaguar there on an S plate, so that's $98.99. Looks in really good condition, does that? One that Pete likes, I think. There's an interesting one. L registration Mark II facelift Polo hatchback, also known as a red van. Don't see many of those about anymore. That's got a bit of a rat look going on to it. It is an interesting one. Mid-90s transit camper. And ranges 95 to 96. Yeah. Don't see many of them. T-plate Nissan, is that an Almera? I think it is an Almera. That's had quite a few patches on the sills and stuff. It's a bit rough around the old wheel arches and that. Just like this car go past and then have a better look at it. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw it. Is it an Almera, that shape? Let's have a look at the back, that'll hopefully give the game away. Yeah, it's an Almera. I don't remember the last time I saw one that shape. Oh, here's one that I'm following this time. Next registration, Citroen Saxo. I'll see a lot of these about. A lot of them got destroyed by boy racers back in the day. That one's still going strong. Is it a 3-door? I think it is a 3-door as well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not seen a Saxo yet, so this is the first one. Here we have a Rover 600 on a P plate, so that's 1996 to 97. That definitely looks like it's still in daily use. Nice reliable cars, because basically they were, well, not a rebadged Honda, but they had a lot of Honda components in them. I think the engines were Honda. I wouldn't mind one of them actually. They're quite a nice car, and they're still reasonably priced. You can still pick decent ones up for you know, not a lot of money. VW Beetle, it looks like it's still in regular use there. And there's the back end of that Rover 600. Another early Mark III Mondeo there. That time on a Y plate. And then just up from it, there's this next registration Volvo. Not sure on the model, is it a 960 or something like that? Hopefully the back will tell us. Lugging a washing machine round anyway. No, it's a V70. Our next plate. Sorry, I'm not that great with Volvo models. I do apologise if there's any Volvo fans watching. Here's an interesting one. W plate 2000 Omega B. Vauxhall, or Opel Omega as they were known in Restiora. I don't know how well that's picking that up actually. I wonder if I should get out and go near it. Yeah, here's a closer look at that Omega. It's still in nice condition, that CD spec model. Yeah, nice to see one of these surviving, because a lot of them got bang erased, especially by that scoundrel Jason Hughes. He's the reason a lot of them aren't on the road anymore. But yeah, nice to see one still is. Here's one that's quite a rare sight now, an original Audi A3. That's on a W plate, so it's a 2000 model car. That looks like it's, yeah, a daily driven car. Still looks in really good condition, doesn't it? Actually quite like these early A3s. I won't mind them. I won't mind an S3 version of them. They're supposed to be like seriously quick, but quite stealthy looking. But yeah, that's just a 1.9 TDI model. But yeah, you don't see a lot of them on the road anymore. Right everybody, so this is going to be the last car that I'll film, because once you see this, nothing's ever going to top it. You know, you're just going to have to be prepared for what you see next. So now, further ado, let's flip the camera. There we go, the infamous Cortina with the fins. I've actually come across it parked up on the side of the road, which is brilliant. It's a bit of a find, isn't it? Yeah, it's a Mark V. Not sure if it originally started off as a cabriolet or not, but yeah, it's definitely got some interesting modifications to it. Like I said, I don't know if it was originally a cabriolet, but yeah, there it is anyway. Wow, the interior is very red in it. Blimey. That's seriously red. Yeah. Looks like it's been painted with emulsion or gloss or something. But yeah, it's still going anyway. I've seen this knocking around Blackpool for quite a few years. But yeah, here it is, in the flesh, or the metal. Well, hello, and as you can see, I'm back at my house now. I forgot to actually film it. I was going to film it in the car, you know, pick bits of camera at the end of the film to like round the film off, but I forgot. So it's a few days after I filmed the cars now. So yeah, this is just finishing the video off. Just yeah, a bit of a different video from me this time. Like I said, I went to the car show in Lytham expecting to film cars there, and it was called off, so I thought I'd have a go and just see what sort of old, you know, 20+ year old stuff's still on the road, and there's actually quite a bit. I did notice as well while I was filming that you know, the sort of less expensive the houses were in the area, the more older cars were knocking about, but that's probably to be expected, isn't it? You know, that makes sense. But yeah, well, I mean, it was alright filming it. It was quite time intensive though, because you know, you're spending a long time just driving about looking for stuff to film. You know, it's not just all in one place. You are spending, you know, driving about for like 4.5 hours, and I've got probably, what, 40 minutes of footage, something like that. So it's quite, you know, quite time intensive. Also, I think it'd be better if there was somebody with me doing some filming as well. That'd make it a bit easier as well, but it's easier in an automatic car anyway. I struggle driving a manual and trying to do it. But anyway, like, put in the comments and stuff, or in the live chat box, what you thought of it, whether you thought it was good, bad, absolutely atrocious, you know. I always like to, you know, I can accept criticism and stuff and try and make like more entertaining videos to watch. So, you know, I want people to be honest with what they think of it. But yeah, I also mentioned that I went to B&Q to get some, well, to go to the loo actually, but I also got some lights for the kitchen, for under counter lights for the kitchen as well. I'll show you, and I've fitted them now, they look great. Yeah, I'll just turn the main light off so you can get a better look. Yeah, don't they look cool, lads? Very pleased. I also mentioned when I was at the Stanley Park car show about having this album that had the Nolan family pictured in Stanley Park, and I managed to find it, got it out of a box in the loft where it's been for quite a long time. That's it anyway, yeah. But yeah, this wasn't like sold in record shops at the time. It was basically in 1972 they did it, and when they were playing in clubs in Blackpool, they'd just sell it, you know, at the gigs they did in clubs, you know, American Men's Club around Blackpool at the time. So yeah, quite fortunate to find a copy of it, but it's also been signed by some of the group as well, which is yeah, with very best wishes from all of us. And then there's Maureen, the mum, Johnny, who's her dad, Tommy Junior. Oh no, it must be Tommy Dad. Right, Dad's called Tommy and the son's called Tommy Junior. That makes sense. Brian, Denise, Bernadette, Linda, and there's Colleen. And there's a picture of her when she was really little. There you go. Some fascinating things to end this video with. Oh, look. Here's what you could have won.
It's not take 4.